Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. Wanted to go through a super solid Vanguard build to help you complete those hard weekly and hard daily stratagems. This is the build that I've been running as a Vanguard main, especially with modifiers like Surgical Strike, which decreases your parry window, and Extreme Challenge, which increases the spawn rate of extremist enemies. So I wanted to dive right into it, starting with the primary weapon. For this build, we're going to be running the Oculus Bolt Carbine with the 2x headshot multiplier and the accuracy variant and firepower variant. So starting off on the perk tree, the first perk we're going to have here is Remote Threat. Enemies at a distance of more than 25 meters take 20% more damage. Elusive Precision after perfectly timed dodge. Maximum spread decreases by 25% for 10 seconds. Fast Reload. This weapon reloads 10% faster. And Finisher Reload. After a finisher, the equipped weapon instantly reloads. This is going to allow us to get into big hordes and packs of enemies and execute like a Majoris or a Minoris type enemy, and then be able to fire immediately upon the next target without having to reload. Next would be Recruitment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This is super important, especially when you can't grapple into a horde and get an execution off. So maybe you're a little bit farther away. You need to fire on an enemy that's already in the execute state and then get your armor back to keep you alive. After that would be Rapid Health. When your health is below 30%, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores health by 10%. And then the majority of the perks in this tree are going to be in the Relic tier. Starting with Divine Might, damage increases by 10%. Next would be Headhunter. Headshots deal 10% more damage, with stacks on top of the headshot multiplier of 2 times. And then Able Headshot. After using class ability, headshot damage increases by 20% for 10 seconds. To increase the ammo capacity for this weapon, we'll use Increased Capacity. The maximum ammo reserve for this weapon increases by 20%. And then Great Might, damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. The biggest issue you're going to run into with Vanguard is that it lacks the ability to replenish its ammo efficiently through perks. So having, a little bit of increased ammo capacity is great, but we don't want to take the ammo capacity variant for this weapon because we need to have that damage output for our ranged weapon to deal with extremist enemies like Zoanthropes, Chaos Terminators, and Terminators with Soul Reaper cannons. Going into the secondary weapon, we're going to be using the Heavy Bolt Pistol. This is especially good against Zoanthropes, and some of those extremist enemies that may need a little bit more damage output, or you're just throwing as much firepower at them as possible. So we are using the ammo capacity variant on the secondary. And for the perk tree, really I'm just building through the top layer of this perk tree. So starting with Headhunter, headshots deal 10% more damage. Adamantine Grip, recoil is reduced by 25%. Rapid Health, when your health is below 30%, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores health by 10%. Increased Capacity, increasing the maximum ammo reserve of this weapon by 20%. Remote Threat, enemies at a distance of more than 25 meters take 20% more damage. And then Perpetual Precision, maximum spread decreases by 10%. Discipline, when you have low ammo, you deal 25% more damage. And then Strong Finish, last round in the magazine, deals 50% more damage. And then for the Relic perks on this weapon, Headhunter, headshots deal 10% more damage. Gunstrike Reload, after a gunstrike, this weapon instantly reloads. And then Tactical Precision, headshots deal 20% more damage. Non-headshot damage decreases by 10%. And I would say for bolt weapons in this game, you kind of have to focus on headshots regardless. So lastly, we're going to have the melee weapon. So we're going to be taking the block variant of the Relic Chainsword. And for the perk tree, we're mostly building through the bottom layer of this perk tree, starting with Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. Into Swift Recovery, heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health. Applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, and Stomp. And then more Perpetual Strength and more Perpetual Strength here. Saw Blade, light combo length, increases from 4 to 5 strikes. Heavy Onslaught, heavy attacks with this weapon deal 15% more melee damage. Combined Onslaught, light combo attacks with this weapon deal 10% more melee damage. And then Full Throttle, switches punch with Full Throttle, hold the attack button to prepare the attack. Damage increases by 100% per 1.5 seconds while while preparing. Now, we're not necessarily going to be using this perk a whole lot. It's more so just to be able to get off our heavy attacks a little bit faster. Minority Slayer, melee damage against Minority level enemies increases by 20%, and that's really to get to this Extremis Slayer. Melee damage against Extremis level enemies increases by 15%. And then for the perk tree, so starting off with Upper Hand, after perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. Having no knockback is going to be extremely important, especially when we are grappling into big hordes. We don't want to get hit by, a heavy attack from a sword warrior or something like that, and then get knocked back, and then get frame trapped and die from that. That sucks. Next would be Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is mainly to help keep us alive when our armor is gone. You could also take Close Combat Focus to take 20% less range damage overall. But it really depends on the scenario. Really, this would go better against Chaos, and again, those Terminators with Soul Reaper Cannon. And then I do have Hone Reactions here. When your health is less than 50%, your perfect dodge window is doubled. That's going to allow us to get off our gun strikes a little bit more easily. And then for team health regen, we're going to be taking Unmatched Zeal. Especially when you're solo queuing or you're playing with randoms, this is extremely important. You don't know how good those players are going to be, so you want to be able to provide them with a healing regen perk, especially when you are going into stratagems where you have extreme challenge and there are going to be more extremists overall. You're basically just providing free med stims to your teammates and yourself to keep you alive and keep you in the fight. Next, we have Restless Fortitude. After a diving kick, you take 40% less range damage for 10 seconds. So this is really, really important, especially when you are fighting against, those enraged devourers that are going to spray you with essentially their range damage, or the Soul Cannon, the Soul Reaper Cannon Terminators, who, to get to them, we really want to be able to try and grapple into them and knock them out of that Assault Cannon sort of heavy stance, and then attack them with more melee damage. Next would be Zone of Impact. Performing a finisher with Grapnel Launcher deals damage to nearby enemies. Again, this is super important. When you knock those enemies into an executionable state, you can then grapple into them, grapple into those hordes, and knock out a ton of enemies or knock down their health significantly to be able to put them into an execution. And then Thrill of the Fight. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you take 20% less health damage for 5 seconds. And this really stacks along with this Hone Reactions when your health, with Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less damage for 10 seconds. And then for our signature perk, we take Tactical Prowess. Grapnel Launcher can activate a finisher not only on incapacitated enemies, but also on those who have less than 33% health except Terminus level, and performing a finisher with the Grapnel Launcher restores its charge. So you basically can cycle through, grappling into a horde, executing a guy, knocking them out with Zone of Impact, and then backing out, grappling in again, and then knocking them out again. And then for our prestige perks, we're going to take Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you do not lose control upon taking any hits, and you cannot be knocked back. This is, again, going to be stocking that no knockback along with Upper Hand. And then Fortitude, health increases by 15%. And Launch Restoration, using a Grapnel Launcher, restores 1 armor segment, because armor is going to be super important for keeping you alive. Basically, if you have armor and you take any sort of melee damage, you're going to be able to not take health damage. Your armor is going to eat up that melee damage from any type of enemy, Majoris, Extremis, or Terminus level. And then Restoration, killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. So this is the build that I've been running with. It's been pretty solid, especially on the hard weeklies and the hard dailies. So give this build a try if you guys want to. If you guys like this content, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and here's a little bit of gameplay from a hard daily that I recently ran with this specific build.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially within the Hive City. Retaking those sectors is a lost cause. Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Mobilizing towards the depot now, Lieutenant. Sandstorm! Blotting out our
The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Dust squalls can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts. Advance when it is clear.
Ah, fuck.
Anybody got a mic?
Sakes.
Oh, there you go.
I've been playing Assault, I just switched back to Bulwark, so...
We got you, bro.
I shall not speak of this. Stay there, fucking. Lights on guys.
Got 2 lictors on me. One lictor down.
Sandstorm incoming.
Get out of here before another extremist spawn.
Shaking
Yep.
sand out of my joints for weeks.
Grabbing her.
Smoking out now. Extraordinancy. Where do we begin?
Activate the Quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instruct it to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Besides blessings, Quartermaster. Awaiting your instructions.
We require a Nova Cannon implosive warhead to be loaded on the train.
Acknowledge. Commencing transfer protocols. Attention.
Find that console, damn it!
Got the console working!
Rebel just set. Who will act as operator?
It's on the far right.
Hold that rapid.
Lictor, 2 lictors on me. Got 1 lictor.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
Lieutenant Titus, we are sending the payload to the train terminal.
Good. Escort the payload to the train. According to facility schematics, there is a transport link that leads
Got
to
him.
the platform.
Finished and ready. Keep going forward. magazine.
Bunch of spore mines coming in.
Finally through that damn gate.
Oh, fuck.
Brace for another storm! That is one fix of that. Swapping magazine. Swarm has dissipated.
Two biowars over here. Got one lifter. Oh, there's 3 biowars? Good aspects, man.
Oh, I got no ammo.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo completely.
What needs grappling? I do not need my sight to crush hive beasts. Bridge is up. Finally through that damn grate.
Relic back here. Oh, you have a relic?
Now this is a titan. The lights will guide this place. We made the lictor disappear. You there? Sandstorm incoming! We shall launch this terminus's final trip. Inserting rounds.
Obstruction detected. Removal is required to commence.
I will see it done. Obstruction cleared.
Oh my god. Just getting wrecked by fucking zone throw.
Foul revenge instead. Blame crash.
There we go. Got all the health back.
Smells like fresh munitions. Launching frag grenade. Finish, Patrick.
Leading operator. Not found. Resuming search. Seeking operator. Not found. Resuming search.
What needs grappling? We broke the Xenos on the sludge. Check your aim.
Sequence transfer. 3639 version complete. Manifest updated.
All hope and no brains. Flash grenade!
Two acres.
Swapping out magazine. Grapnel launcher set.
Oh.
Walk available. Disappointing. Ordnance on me.
Damn.
Thundering seals. Take it apart. Finished and ready. Check your eyes. Stay close and sharp. The bigger threat just means more to come. Out. Magazine in. Warhead is loaded, Lieutenant.
Good. Deploy it.
Ammunition safe what you carry. Smells like fresh munitions. Launching payload.
Engine power depleted. Initiating charging cycle. Departmental Unitorum penalties will be assessed.
A minor setback. Let us reevaluate our strategy. Talassa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
Got the gear.
Brothers, it occurs to me the Xenos are unaware they must catch a train.
The train requires immediate protection.
close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Charging system detected. Engine seal requested. Perform rounds investigation. Engine charged to 75%. Dispatcher, the engine is charged and prepared for departure.
Oh.
Deploy immediately.
Cannot wait to see this. Successful launch.
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave. We are the fist of the Imperium, and we delivered a mighty blow. No Xenos bioscans. Mission successful, Task. Return to the battle match.